Well, good morning. I've had some fun making chips. I was gonna show you guys. See my T-shirt in there. You see all the chips in there. The flood coolant's working really good. Um, what's going on is it faults out the Gecko 540 drivers automatically shut off for some reason, and I found there's been some complaining about it, and they suggest to put a capacitor in. I don't know exactly what it's doing, but yeah, so it'll go along for a while and then all of a sudden shut off and go into fault mode and stop cutting. So that's where we're at now. We're waiting for that to get cleared up. I guess this is a good rust test because all those chips were cut yesterday and the day before, I guess. This cut here was made the day before and no rust. That's all old stuff, old rust. But yeah, I think if anything was going to rust, it would be this steel here. It'd rust really quick. Let's see. So anyway, ordered the capacitor this morning, and 2 to 6 business days coming from Texas. But yeah, it'll go along good. I didn't know what exactly was setting it off. I thought maybe it was just pushing too hard or overloading the motors or something. I didn't know. So I got in there and adjusted all the gibs, trying to loosen them up and get, maybe they were too tight, or I didn't know. So, but the gibs are all adjusted now. So, yeah, I don't know. Once in a while, right when I throw the switch, it'll go into fault. Let's see what it does. See there? That was a fault. The little red light back there would be on. I don't know if you heard it, but we'll let it drain down and try it again. See there, it came on. Can you hear the little whine? It's kind of, the motors are all locked. But yeah, once in a while it just goes straight into fault, and well, we'll figure that out. Yeah, it came on again. I don't know, but I'll throw that capacitor on and try that out. And I think while I'm going to be down for a couple days, I'm going to make a little wedge. I'm going to unbolt the mill and the enclosure and make a little bit of a wedge to tip the enclosure towards the pump. Right now I just have the legs of the whole cabinet. The legs of the whole cabinet are on top of some old plexiglass and they're just kind of sitting there crooked, or sitting there, yeah, cocked up on one side. It's working, but I'd rather have the cabinet just flat on the ground, and I'll just jack this up when I get those bolts undone and throw some wedges in there, probably just along the sides and under that side, probably just a little half washer maybe, I don't know, but I'll get it just a little crooked. I'll design the crooked into it. Yeah, but that's what's going on. And then I'll get back to cutting. I didn't know what was going on, so I kept changing the G code, redoing the G code, to kind of make littler cuts, or go slower. And boy, I must have changed the G code 25 times and finally just said screw it and quit. Tried a new mill, and I ran the old cutter. It's a little dull now, so, but ran a brand new one, and it's still nice and sharp. Running that coolant was pretty good. And then I went to 1/4 inch. I'm trying to see if that would work better. Looks like it cuts really good, so I'll probably just stay with the 1/4 inch mill, and it won't have to cut so darn much, you know. For such a small machine, that's probably about as big a mill as it can swing. Once in a while, if it goes too fast and too deep, it'll just stall the motor. And yeah, so you got to kind of babysit it a little bit. And after I lightened up the cuts, it wasn't as bad, but yeah, that's what was happening. So I think this 1/4 inch mill is probably a much better fit for steel. But yeah, that's where we're at. I made a lot of chips, but yeah, it was just one big fault after another. But it was fun. When I get it going, I'll bring him back and show you it working. I hope. All right, take care.